courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear. So at this point, you're probably wondering, well, how exactly does this relate to me? Well, for my very first ever experience speech, I decided to go on my very first blind date. So the things I'd like to talk about today was what this date was like in general, why was this scary or challenging for me, and if I regret doing it. So I work at a Montessori preschool, and one of the teachers was talking to me about this guy from West Branch who's single. So it took me about a couple weeks to actually agree to the date itself, but I finally did. And so I'm completely new to the concept of blind dating. So on Friday, I have an apartment with my sister, and I went home and I got ready for like 3 hours. My sister helped me with my clothes, she helped me with my makeup and my hair, and that probably took all about 30 minutes. The rest of the 2.5 hours was basically me just sitting like in the mirror and telling myself like, I will not blow this person off, I will go, I will be brave. And so from that point on, 3 hours later, I made my descent to Roscommon, Michigan, where I met my blind date for the very first time. We met at Fred's of Roscommon, and it was kind of funny because not only did I meet my blind date for the very first time, his mom actually worked there, so I met his mom as well. So it was a really, really fun time. We went for a walk in the woods afterwards. It was, like I said, it was really nice all around. So I bet you're wondering now, like, why exactly was this scary for me or challenging? So there's like basically two different reasons as to why this was scary for me. Well, the first one that I feel like is really important to know is that I just got out of engagement. I was engaged to this person for 3 years. I lived in Phoenix, Arizona with him, and I recently in August just moved back with my parents. And to be honest, not only was this my very first blind date, this was actually my very first date in general, because I met my ex-fiance in high school, so we never really got the chance to go on, you know, one of those dates where you actually go and see somebody and get to know them for the very first time and all of that. So the second reason why this was really scary for me was because I actually have social anxiety. So it's a struggle for me to actually go out of my way and communicate with people. One of the biggest things with my social anxiety is the fact that I have trouble with eating in front of people too. So as you can imagine, on a date, this was really scary for me. This is actually so bad to the point that in high school, I remember instead of eating with my friends like everybody else did, I would eat in the bathroom because I was just so self-conscious about eating in general. And as the years went on, I still struggle really bad with this, but I conquered through it, and I'm really proud of myself. So with that being said, no, I do not regret going on this date. It was a really fun time, and he was really awesome, and I can almost guarantee that there are a ton of more dates to come. So in conclusion, this experience speech was really fun for me. This was a whole new thing for me, and I think that, even though this class is going to end soon, I think I'm going to have my own experience type thing where, I write about it or I talk about it later on in life. So these pictures are actually from the date I went on, and like I said, he was really nice and I had a lot of fun. So thank you guys so much.